Grand Rising, Yoka for Healing Gang. What's up, what's up? We're going to check the energy, see what's going on. It's November 1st. A lot of things been going on, especially with those in lower vibrations. The stalkers, the creepers, the people that are just not happy with themselves. Those that think that they can energy harvest and get away with it. Those that think that they can glam you with the magic. They're all reaping their benefits just as we are reaping ours of peace and harmony and leveling up, baby. The energy is feeling high. We're going to pull a few of these to see what is the narrative of the story that divine, the ancestors, master teachers would like for us to know. Courage. Courage is needed or courage is had. Safe travel. Whether it's from a block away, a mile away, or 1,000 miles away. Always use your intuition. Magical powers. And cutting ties. Last card. Growth of energy. Didn't I just say the energy was high? Child, I can feel the energy from the ancestors that's been around here. That are just ready. Mindfulness on the bottom. I'm telling these ancestors ready to roll some heads around this joint. Kalima. One of my faves. I met a warlock once. Well, more than once, but one of them. When I met them, they were wearing this necklace that looked like it was like a string of skulls, like it represented Kali. By the time he left from knowing me, I guarantee you he took that necklace off. Let's see, courage. What is the courage and who needs courage? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Just as I am feeling intuitively, this will be about giving information to karmics, warlocks, those have been doing magic work, trying to gain control and manipulation of the soul tribe, Starseed family, and those with gifts, thinking that they could harvest our energy sexually, or by manipulating our minds with their words, wearing masks, how they're having a mental breakdown. They're in a ruin, a failure, destroyed maybe as they wished for you to be. And they're waiting and hoping for a breakthrough. So that's why they're seeking this courage. And they're needing courage. Because they're at a ruin, a failure. And they want to make a breakthrough still. Because they know what the end will be for them. Death or imprisonment in the physical or the spiritual or both. Safe travel. What do we need to know? This is concerning their moves. The moves that this group is making. They need to travel safely. How they're moving, they need to take more caution. The delight and the celebration they had. What's becoming of this group and the celebrations? They need to travel safely because their fortune has changed. A cycle is ended, and it is what has been destined. And as I said before, you're not a human walking on two legs bigger than the universe. By the way, you never know what universe someone walking around has within them either. This ending of a cycle that is destined, intuition is needed. Intuition, Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about intuition? Their need for control of their own minds, grounding themselves, but they're blocking this change, holding on to what they have, afraid to let it go for change because they're in fear. Why are they in fear and hoarding, not wanting this change? Hastiness, being impatient, impulsive, and restless. Ants in their pants. I call that possession. Easily tricked. Lack direction, but still holding on to that past that's not serving them. What kind of sense does that make at all? None. They're afraid to take that leap that so many of us have done, facing them face to face, while they fear their own shadows, holding on to the old rather than having new, because they can't control what the new will be. Not this way, at least. This Page of Wands, who's being hasty, impulsive, and restless. I'm sensing some spell work maybe attempting to be done. What is this magical power, Holy Spirit? I hear a warning coming for this Page of Wands. A Knight of Pentacles. Slow, steady, reliable, strong-willed, making improvements, but at a slow, steady pace, being responsible and determined with their power, moving away from a Page of Wands. They're not facing each other. Give me a card on this Knight of Pentacles and this magical power. This Knight of Pentacles is a forward, steady, slow movement towards domestic harmony, using their magical powers to manifest stability and to be able to coexist in peace, to enjoy their surroundings, and to be secure in all ways. Cutting ties, most likely with this Page of Wands, who's out of their mind apparently. Cutting ties, Holy Spirit. Cutting ties so that they can have this abundance, so that they can have their own self-sufficiency, being independent, putting their affairs in order, starting to take time to smell the roses and connect with nature, growing, birthing new ideas, growing, forever creating longevity. Give me a card on growth and energy, growth of energy. The devil. Addictions, growing from addictions, growing from materialistic ideas, disconnecting. Give me a card on this devil. This group. Disconnecting from this devilish group, which is bringing heartache. It's a sorrowful separation, but a lot of times we must leave things that we loved because it is not loving us. There's nothing better than to love yourself more than you love outside of yourself. This will bring long-term success. Your perseverance will bring you your rewards, your harvest. What you reap or what you sow, you shall reap. But this group that was addicted to growing their energy by somebody else's harvest, the harvest of a Queen of Pentacles, a nurturing healer. She's practical, a homebody, probably loves pajamas and warm fuzzy socks. Possibly a single mother, socially conscious, a good homemaker, standing up and fighting for herself alone, but knowing she is backed with energy that they are not able to see. There's no fear in this person, is it? They don't look scared at all. They know they have many options, and a King of Pentacles may be one. An abundant, wealthy, generous man, solid in his investments, secure. Or this is that Queen of Pentacles in her masculine energy, doing it all for herself, knowing she has help, hidden helpers. Do you see them now? Fully protected in all sides. Connected firmly to the ground in their foundation. A magical energy. Manifesting and creating. Control of their willpower. Using the art of communication. As above, so below. And I always say those in the middle also. This is causing this Page of Wands to be depressed, missing an opportunity that was given by the hand of the divine. A filled cup. Even after 3 others were presented, sitting before this person, they are still bored with the offer. How selfish. The audacity. Where do they get it? Now they're stuck. Stuck in their feelings. Stuck in their powerless ways. Stuck being unproductive. Stuck being their own victim. Stuck in their own mentality. Trapped, restricted, and helpless. In a total dilemma. Not realizing they could free themselves because those ropes are not bounding them to free their hands, which could free their eyes, which would allow them to see They're not surrounded by a gate. It is open. But their fear keep them bound. Stuck in the memories, wishing they had given you their flowers, your flowers, knowing that you were more valuable than even one vase of flowers. Starseed, now they want to rush in. Aquarius Capricorn energy is appropriate in this energy. Someone that may have their heart chakra blocked. Coming in fast, ambitiously, determined, wanting to take a big chance at this new idea they've come up with to celebrate with you, to come together so that they can have balance. They want to have teamwork with you. They feel this would be justice and fair for them. But justice for you is your inheritance, your lineage, your work in the community is your long-term success, your strong foundation, not to be given away, not to be taken away. These individuals, such as this Page of Wands and this group that's in devil energy, need to find something better to do. We'll leave this there, and I'll be back later. Peace.